the world. This is news from around the world.
My name is Chinwe Blessing. These are the top stories. Tinubu to submit list of ministerial nominees, and service chiefs promise to tackle insecurities. Court fixes July 21st for Stella Odua's arraignment. On the foreign scene, Chad junta leader pardons 110 people held over October protests. And in the world of sports, NFF inaugurates league boards. And now in detail. President Bola Tinubu is expected to send the list of ministerial nominees to the Senate for screening this week. The president is expected by law to forward the list of ministerial nominees to the National Assembly 60 days from the date he takes oath of office. Recall that the administration of Tinubu was inaugurated on May 29th when the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, handed over the mantle of leadership to him. Going by the constitutional provision of the 60 days, the president is left with about 10 days to constitute his cabinet. The list of ministerial nominees has been prepared for a long time, but there have been adjustments in the list. It was reported that the list of ministerial nominees has been ready since, but the president has made some changes in some states. The list is expected to be forwarded to the National Assembly between Wednesday and Thursday, except there is any development that could delay it again further. Recall that the different purported ministerial lists have been in circulation as the president keeps Nigerians guessing on who would make the list, whether there would be a government of national unity as speculated in some quarters. The presidential spokesman, Dele Alake, recently said that it is only President Tinubu that could decide when to submit the list of nominees to the National Assembly as well as to those who make the list. Justice Inyang Ekwo of the Federal High Court, Abuja, has fixed the 21st of July for the arraignment of a former Minister of Aviation, Stella Odua. Stella Odua is to stand trial alongside 8 others on a 25-count charge bordering on alleged conspiracy, money laundering, and maintaining anonymous bank accounts. At the last hearing, Justice Ekwo had ordered the EFCC to arrest some persons over threat to his life. He said the individuals had sent text messages on his phone advising him against the trial of the defendants. At the resumed hearing, counsel to the EFCC, Hassan Liman, told the court that the commission had carried out an investigation and was able to trace the identity of the person via the telephone number. The lawyer identified the person as Juan Okolo Obinna Johnson, a promoter of 2 companies. Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa and Chief of Army Staff Major General Tojid Lagbaja have assured Nigerians that under their watch, the military will be transformed into a well-trained, equipped and highly motivated force. They affirmed that the armed forces of Nigeria will defend the country's territorial integrity and democracy and safeguard internal security and unity, thus guaranteeing sustainable national development. The two spoke when they appeared before the House of Representatives Ad Hoc Committee on Screening of Service Chiefs, led by Majority Leader Julius Ihon Bovere. Musa said armed forces will put Nigerians at the center of its actions with a view to promoting and safeguarding a secure environment for all. Still in the news, the police command in Anambra State has arrested 11 suspects involved in various cases of rape and defilement reported in the last 1 week. This followed a video clip that went viral on the 11th of July showing a young lady aged 19 years being gang raped by a group of boys. In a statement signed by the police relations officer, DSP Tochukwu Ikenga, says investigation revealed that the incident happened at Omara Etiti, Anam in Anambra West local government area of Anambra State. It states that the police at Otucha collaborated with the local vigilante in the area and arrested 6 suspects involved in the criminal act. They are Chinua Obikezie, aged 17 years, Collins Ogbodo, aged 19, Ifeanyi Chijoke, aged 17 years, and Abuchi Ikechukwu, aged 17 years old, Ezenwa Afam, aged 18 years, and Sunday Okafo, aged 27 years. 3 other suspects implicated in the ignoble act are still at large. During interrogation, all 6 suspects confessed to have taken part in the crime. The statement says that in a similar development, police operatives at Akangana in Kijokoka local government area, while on patrol with the local vigilante on 8th of July 2023, arrested 3 suspects on the allegation of rape of a 15-year-old. In a related development, police operatives of Ekulobia Division arrested Chinenye Ezemege, aged 41 years, in connection to the case of the defilement of a 13-year-old girl. On the foreign scene, Chadian leader General Mohamed Itno has pardoned 110 more sentenced to jail terms following deadly protests against the regime last October. Demonstrations against the extension of Debby's transitional rule broke out last October in the capital, Ndedema, and several other towns. Deby was proclaimed head of state by the army in April 2021 after the death of his father, Itno, who was killed during anti-rebel operations after ruling for more than 30 years. More than 600 young men, including at least 80 minors, were arrested on October the 20th and in the following days, and then sent to a prison in a desert town of Korotoro, more than 600 kilometers away. Local and international rights group claimed that dozens or even hundreds of people were tortured and executed on the way to Korotoro, and a claim denied by the authorities. And still in the foreign news, President Vladimir Zelensky said Ukraine is prepared to continue to gain exports after Russia announced it was exiting a landmark deal brokered with Turkey and the UN to unblock deliveries from a major producer. The arrangement, which has enabled the export in cargo of more than 32 million tons of Ukrainian grain over the last year, is due to expire. In his address, Zelensky said Ukraine, the UN, and Turkey can jointly ensure the operation of food corridor and inspection of the ships. Putin has repeatedly threatened to pull out of the arrangement, arguing that elements of the deal allowing the export of Russian food and fertilizers have not been honored. And now in the world of sports, the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, Ibrahim Gusau, has inaugurated 3 leagues board to the federation. The inauguration was held at the NFF Secretariat at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja. Speaking at the inauguration, Gusau called on all the newly inaugurated leagues board to leave no stone unturned to ensure the growth and development of the Nigerian League. According to the report, a total of 23 board members from 3 league federations, NNL, NLO, and NWFL, were inducted. To wrap up, these are the top stories. Once again, Tinubu to submit list of ministerial nominees. And service chiefs promises to tackle insecurity. Court fixes July 21st for Stella Odua's arraignment. And on the foreign scene, Chad junta leader pardons 110 people held over October protests. And in the world of sports, we told you that the NFF has inaugurated league boards. The news was compiled and edited by Alice Ennis. For full coverage of your live events and brand news mentioned on our news bulletins, do send a mail to abujanews@voiceofthepeople.ng. My name is Chinwe Blessing. Good afternoon.